Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some more beginner friendly Valentine's Day nail art. I'm going to jump right into it. I have my nail here that is unpolished and I'm using red. You can use whatever color you want to create a heart at the tip of the nail. After I draw that heart outline, I'm going to fill in the remainder of the nail with this red gel polish. I did use 2 layers of that, curing in between. Once I'm done with the color, I'm going to create some dots going around the heart. I'm going to use my dotting tool and white gel polish for this. And after I'm done with the dots, that is actually it for the design. If you want to do anything else to the remainder of the nail, you can. I'm going to leave it as is and move on to the next design. This next design, you're going to apply your base color. I'm using the same red. And after I cure the second coat of the red, I'm applying a glossy top coat. And then we're going to let that top coat cure. Once it's done curing, I'm going to go back in with that same red color and I'm going to make some hearts. So I'm using my dotting tool to make my hearts, just making 2 dots and then taking a nail art brush to create the bottom part of the heart and connect the dots and fill it in. Once you have created your hearts, do not cure it. You're going to take some acrylic powder. The brand does not matter. I'm using a really inexpensive one off Amazon that I use specifically for these types of designs. And it could be clear or white. And I'm just pouring that acrylic powder over those uncured hearts. Pour a good amount on it. And once you're done pouring the acrylic powder, then you can place it in your lamp to cure. This is the nail out of the lamp. After it's fully cured, you're going to take a brush and dust off that excess powder. So I'm going to continue doing that to the entire nail, making some hearts, applying acrylic powder over it. You don't dust off the powder until you cure it. If you dust off the powder before it's cured, you may mess up the design. So this is my nail fully done. Dust off all of the excess acrylic powder. You don't need a top coat. And that's it. We're going to move on to the next design, which is going to be a molten metal heart design. This one is definitely more of like a freestyle, but if you want some inspo, you can look up molten metal nail designs. So I have this silver metallic liner, and these come in pots or it comes in a bottle. The one I'm using comes in a bottle. I made a heart in the center and then I'm just drawing some random lines to create a design. Again, this one, like I said, is more of a freestyle, but if you want some inspiration, you can look up molten metal nails or you can follow along with what I'm doing here. I know I sped up this part, but you can always slow down the video if you actually want to do the same exact design that I'm doing. So I made these little lines here, and basically what I'm doing, I connected them and I am rounding off that area in the middle so it kind of blends better. This is what I have so far. I decided to fill in the heart with silver, that same silver color, and you can cure in between lines, so you can draw a part of the design and then cure it, come back, continue the design and cure it. That way you have your design set. And this is what I have so far. I'm going to add a little bit more designs to the top of the nail. Once you're done, that is pretty much it for this nail design. I am actually going to be uploading some videos of some molten metal Valentine's Day inspired nail sets. So if you like that style, just keep a lookout for those videos. We're going to move on to the next nail. This next nail is inspired by like 90s Y2K airbrush nail designs, and I'm actually again going to make another video with that style and in more detail. This one is a more simpler way to do that type of style. So I have a base color. It's a really light pink base color, and I'm using this bright pink for my design, just making some hearts throughout the nail. After I'm done making the hearts, I'm going to cure that, and I do want to add some sparkles. So for my sparkles, I took a dotting tool, dipped it in that pink polish, and made a few random dots along the nail. Now I'm taking a nail art brush, and I'm basically taking the polish from that dot and spreading it out. I'm making 4 lines, two at one at the bottom, one at the top, and two at the sides to make our little sparkles. And if you notice with the hearts, they don't have to be perfect. And also make the lines of the hearts kind of thick. You can make them thicker than that if you want as well, but we're going to add a little white highlight inside of the hearts. So you want to make sure the lines are thick enough so that you can draw a white highlight and it's noticeable. So I'm just randomly adding those white lines. I'm also adding some in the sparkle designs, and once you're done, you can cure that, top coat it, and you're done with this design. With all of the designs that I'm showing you, you can definitely customize and add elements or not add things that I might have added, but I am going to add some tiny rhinestones into the center of the sparkles. This design is so simple but so cute, and I really love this style. Again, I am going to be making some more videos doing designs like this and showing you guys how to. But we're going to move on to the next design. This next design is going to be a yin yang heart design. So I already have that light pink color as my base color, and I'm going to be using this red for one side of the nail. Take a liner brush, create a swirly line going down the center of the nail, and this is how your nail should look. So you should have two different colors, and then you're going to cure that nail. And now I'm going to go in with my dotting tool. Instead of a circle like a usual yin yang, I'm going to make a heart. So I'm going to draw a red heart at the bottom of the pink part, and then a pink heart at the top of the red part. After you're done making the hearts, you can go ahead and cure your nail, apply a top coat, and that's it for this design. The next design is going to be open envelopes with hearts floating out of it. So because I have a larger nail, I am gonna draw 2 envelopes, but feel free to draw how many you want and put your own little spin to this design or any design I show you in general. So I have a light pink base color for this nail, and then I'm dipping it in white gel polish. I'm going to draw a rectangle shape. After you're done drawing a rectangle shape, you're going to draw a triangle shape on top of that. So after you filled in the entire shape, you're going to cure that because we're going to start on the next part. As I mentioned, I am going to draw 2 of these envelopes. So I'm going to draw another shape like that at the bottom of my nail. Now we're going to start on outlining the envelope. Make sure that your design is fully cured, and take a skinny nail art brush, dip it in some black gel polish, and outline the entire shape. After we're done outlining, we're going to start on the details inside of the envelope, which is very simple. take your liner brush, dip it in black gel polish, and create a curved line going from one side of the envelope to the other. Do what's easiest for you. If you want to create a line all in one go from one side to the other, you can do that. As you can see here with this one, I made two lines. One line coming from each side and meeting in the center. And then you're going to draw some diagonal lines coming down from that line to the bottom corners of the envelope. I also want to add, when you're drawing this curved line from one side of the envelope to the other, do it just a little bit underneath the top points of the envelope. And I hope that makes sense, y'all. But this is what you should have so far with your design. You can go ahead and cure your lines because we're going to start on the hearts. And when it comes to the hearts, you can draw as many as you want. You can draw them in different sizes. If you want to just draw one big heart coming out from the envelope, you can do that. I'm drawing a whole bunch of hearts in different sizes coming out of the envelope. So I'm basically drawing three dots because this is where I'm going to be placing my hearts. I draw the three dots and then connect them, fill it in to make a heart shape, but I'm just kind of mapping out where I want to put some of the hearts. I do a few of them, cure that, and then I come back and see where else I want to add hearts and also how big or small I want to make them. So now I'm adding some tinier hearts just randomly. And I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom envelope. And after you're done adding your hearts, that's it. That is your design. You can do whatever else you want to your nail. And I am going to apply a glossy top coat to this nail. The next design is going to be some lips, and we're going to be drawing these in various sizes throughout the entire nail. So I'm going to show you guys the easiest way, at least for me, how to draw lips. I'm dipping a small dotting tool in red gel polish and making three dots. So if you look at the lips that I already drew, you'll see that the top lip has a curve to it, right? So there's a curve going down. Those two top dots that I drew are going to be that part of the top lip. And I'm just going to take a liner brush and you can dip it in your color. I like to use the polish. There's like excess polish that are in the dots that I drew and blend that together, and then I just dip my brush when needed into the color. But I connect those two dots as you can see here, and then I taper it out so that the corners of the lips come to a point. After you have that basic foundation shape, you can go in and do any correcting you need to do. Fill in the color. I'm doing that here, just filling that area of the lip in, and also there's one part of the lip on top that comes up more than the other. So just fix that, make sure that it looks good and as even as possible. And then I'm going to start on the bottom lip. So this circle that I created sort of acts as a guide to where I'm gonna draw the line for the bottom lip. So I'm just making a curved line, and I'm bringing that curved line up a little bit so that it almost meets with the corners of the top lip. So you can connect both of the lips if you want, or you can leave a little bit of spacing in between. Really, it's up to you. And then I'm going to fill all of that in, and there goes our lips. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And then I'm going to just make a whole bunch of lips throughout the nail. I'm going to also make them in different sizes. So once you're done adding as many lips as you want, you are done. And I'm going to apply a glossy top coat. We're going to move on to the final design. This is going to be a French heart nail, so my nail is a little on the longer side. Just be aware of how long your nail is and also how thick you want to make your French design. So I'm starting off by just applying red gel polish to the very tip of the nail. Then I'm going to take a liner brush, dip it in that red gel polish, and make a V shape. So we're going to do a V shape French design as opposed to like that curved spirally line French, because we are going to be drawing a heart and this French shape just fits that better. So I'm just bringing that up, bring it up as far as you want to, and then filling in the French design. After you're satisfied with how it looks, go ahead and cure it. We're going to start on drawing the heart part. So where you start with drawing the heart is going to be what's easiest for you and just a personal preference. I took my dotting tool and just made 2 dots. I just wanted to have a general idea of how far up I wanted my heart. And then I took my liner brush and made a V shape going up. You want to leave some space in between your French design and your heart so that some of that base color is peeking through. So I'm just bringing the color up and just trying to make sure that the spacing in between the heart and the French is, as similar spacing as possible. And then I'm going to fill in the remainder of the heart. So I'm using my dotting tool here just to connect those lines I made with the top of the heart. Once I have like the general shape and I see things look pretty even, I'm going to just fill in the rest of the heart. So this is pretty much the design. Once you are done drawing the heart, you can go ahead and cure it, and you can apply a top coat if you want, or you can add other things, like you can add rhinestones in between the heart and the top of the French design, or you can add like glitter. I do like how the design looks like this, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going to add some gold glitter where that space is in between the heart and the French design. After the gold is done curing, I am going to apply a glossy top coat. This is how the nail looks. And that's it, y'all. We are done. And this is how all of the nail designs we did today came out. I do hope you found this video helpful. Also, all of the designs that I showed you today are not set in stone. Feel free to customize them how you want. If you didn't like one part of some design, don't do it. If you want to add anything to it, that is your choice. I'm just showing you how to do these designs, and hopefully this video was helpful in some way. If so, please do let me know. If you have any questions, let me know as well in the comments. I will see you in the next video. Bye.